A lot of people are talking about using Unreal Engine for animated film production. We love this idea and have embraced it completely. We think the final layout assembly process is the best example of how you could optimize your production line to really utilize some of the amazing features of Unreal Engine and to give your creative team maximum freedom. But before we show you how we do it, let's talk about all the steps required for setting up final layout in Unreal Engine. In order to assemble your final layout, you'll need to have a clearly defined folder structure for how you're going to work in Unreal Engine. Create a level for the sequence, create a sublevel for the final layout lighting, create a sublevel for the sequence layout, create a level sequence for the sequence. I know, all these terms get pretty confusing. Import all published models for the layout. Import and organize all published textures for the models. Create all materials for all models, connect textures to them, and assign those materials to the models. Organize all those materials according to the UE folder structure you've defined. Match the position of all the models to what was created in Maya if your previs was done in Maya. Import all the cameras. Create level sequences for each shot camera. Add the camera to its corresponding shot level sequence. Import all the animation. Add the animation for each shot to the corresponding shot level sequence. Attach shaders to each animation. Add the shot level sequence to the sequence level sequence. As you can tell, there's a lot that goes into this. If you want to do it correctly and give yourself a foundation that scales through production. So based off the last few jobs we did without Alchemy, I'd bid this sequence with 15 characters at a minimum of 1 day of assembly per shot. So now that you know all that's required, let's go over how we do this at CG Lumberjack with Alchemy. With Unreal open, we'll go to the Alchemy menu and click on the Launch Alchemy button. This opens up the Magic browser. You can see all the tasks in here, and we'll just go to our final layout task, double click on it. Once we're there, we'll click the Start button. In this example, we're going to select all the steps and hit Run Selected, but you can also just hit the Run All button. This will send off a series of pre-flight scripts within this recipe from the Alchemist Cookbook. It's automatically going through the list of items that would normally be handled manually and ensuring everything is set up perfectly. Because we've made this in the cookbook, it's easily customizable. So if down the road we need to add a pre-flight step, we can do that very, very quickly and get it out to production. Using the production ecosystem provided by Alchemy, we're able to reduce the manual 25-day process down to exactly 64 minutes in this case. And most of that time is spent importing Alembic caches. Everything else is pretty quick. This final layout start recipe is a shining example of our goal to facilitate creativity through optimizing production workflows.